everyone. Welcome back to the Alluring Tranquility Podcast. I'm your host, Faith. Go ahead and take a slow, deep breath, slide the bolt lock on your studio door, and find a comfortable place to settle in. Make sure you have a cold iced tea to help fight off the summer's heat, or perhaps a calming cup of chamomile tea to help ease the stress from any storms that you may be experiencing in your area. Today, we're setting our intentions for another look at an ingredient that is so great to work with. We're stepping away from the chaotic noise of the superficial beauty trends to do a profound bottom-up look into a lipid that is as rich as it is misunderstood. Today, we're unlocking the full cosmetic science of avocado oil. Now, if you've ever scanned the ingredient label of an ultra-rich night cream, a decadent body butter, or a restorative under eye balm, you have probably seen avocado oil holding down a prominent position. I know it does in my #1 selling hand and body lotion. Now, to the casual consumer, it evokes images of pure, lush, green nourishment. But as master artisans and technical formulators, we cannot afford to look at ingredients through a purely aesthetic lens. We have to understand the underlying molecular structure. We need to map out its heavy monosaturated fat ratios, its unique sterolin content, and the specific transactional relationship it has with the deeper layers of the epidermal matrix. Now, if you have listened to any of my podcasts, you know that I do enjoy digging this information up. It is something that is important to me to know because I am making products and I am selling them, whether it be in person at a market where people can use a sample and feel what they're using. They can ask questions and I answer them right on the spot. Or if they're buying it online and they're trusting what I'm saying. Today, we're going to strip away the marketing fluff and we'll break down the massive differences between thick, raw, unrefined avocado oil and its highly processed, refined counterpart. We'll look at exactly where it acts as a structural savior for a compromised skin barrier, examine precisely where it sits on the comedogenic scale, and pin down the exact formulations where adding this oil will completely ruin your product's texture and cause your customers to break out. So let's grab our formulation notebooks, turn on our bench scales, and let's get deep into the science of avocado oil. So let's start by examining the unique botanical origins of this oil. Unlike the vast majority of plant oils that are extracted directly from the seeds or nuts of the plant, like jojoba, argan, or hemp seed oil, avocado oil is one of the rare lipids pressed directly from the fleshy, moisture-rich pulp surrounding the pit. Because it is pressed from the fruit pulp itself, it carries a unique array of oil-soluble vitamins and unsaponifiable compounds that seed oils simply cannot replicate. When you pour unrefined avocado oil into a glass beaker, it instantly commands attention. It's a heavy, viscous pour, a deep, dark forest green hue, and a rich, buttery, slightly earthy aroma. This intensity is a direct reflection of its fatty acid architecture. Dominating the oil at an incredible 60 to 75% of its total mass is oleic acid. Oleic acid is a monosaturated omega-9 fatty acid. This high concentration is what gives avocado oil its famously thick, cushiony texture. Oleic acid is a highly effective penetration enhancer. It temporarily alters the lipid packing of the stratum corneum, allowing the oil and any botanical actives paired with it to penetrate deeply into the skin rather than just evaporating off the surface. Ranging from 10 to 25% is palmitic acid. This is a saturated fatty acid that provides a gorgeous, substantive protective barrier on the skin surface. It mimics the skin's natural protective oils, making avocado oil an exceptional choice for sealing in moisture and preventing transepidermal water loss, or T-wall, which we have talked about in the past. Avocado oil features a remarkably high fraction of unsaponifiable plant sterols. Chief among them are sterolins, which cosmetic science has shown to actively soften the skin, reduce the appearance of age spots, and support collagen production within the tissue. It is also packed with natural carotenoids, lecithin, and oil-soluble vitamins A, D, and E. Just like we discussed with shea butter, your first choice at the formulation bench is choosing between the raw green experience and a refined alternative. Unrefined or crude avocado oil is cold pressed and unheated. It retains a deep green color due to high chlorophyll content and preserves 100% of its vitamins and sterolins. It is deeply therapeutic, but carries a distinct, heavy fruit aroma that can easily overwhelm delicate essential oil blends. Refined avocado oil undergoes a gentle steam refining, deodorizing, and bleaching process. It emerges as a pale yellow, completely odorless liquid oil. While it loses a portion of its heat sensitive vitamins during processing, its fatty acid backbone remains completely intact, making it an excellent, predictable choice for high end snow white emulsions where texture and stability are paramount. So we're going to cut through the mud and the muck of avocado oil on a scale of 0, which is completely non-comedogenic, to 5, which is highly comedogenic. Avocado oil sits firmly at a 3, which means it is moderately comedogenic. Because it sits at a 3, this moderately comedogenic oil requires tactical precision when formulating with it. It's not an oil you blindly splash into every single face product. It is a dry, mature skin savior. So for individuals with dry, parched, mature, or postmenopausal skin profiles, their natural sebum production has drastically slowed down. For these skin types, a comedogenic rating of 3 is not necessarily a threat. It can be a blessing. It provides the heavy, protective lipid cushion their skin barrier is desperately lacking. However, if you're formulating a daily fluid or a lightweight blemish serum for someone with overactive sebaceous glands or active cystic acne, leave avocado oil out entirely. Its heavy oleic and palmitic structure can track sticky sebum inside the pore, causing congestion and dullness. Because the skin loses the most moisture while we sleep, avocado oil works overnight to rebuild the lipid barrier, leaving the skin with a deeply hydrated radiance by morning. I usually use avocado oil at between 4 and 12% in my emulsions. When you're looking at decadent body lotions and belly butters, it pairs beautifully with thick structural fats like shea butter or tallow to create intensive moisturizers for rough elbows, knees, and stretching skin. When used at 5 to 10% in a soap recipe, it contributes to a rich, stable lather and ensures that a portion of its deep conditioning, unsaponifiable sterilins survives the saponification process to condition the skin. Where you want to leave avocado oil out, mattifying daytime face lotions. If your goal is to create a lightweight daytime lotion that sinks in instantly and leaves a matte finish for makeup application, avocado oil will frustrate you. Its high density leaves a beautiful, long-lasting, protective sheen that can feel heavy under daytime cosmetics. As a peer-to-peer recommendation when formulating for oily or congested skin lines, replace avocado oil in these formulas with high linoleic zero rating alternatives like hemp seed oil or rosehip seed oil to keep the pores clear and fluid. Here's a pro tip. If you want to harness the massive vitamin and sterolin benefits of avocado oil in a face cream without making the final product feel like a greasy weight on the skin, you must master the art of lipid balancing. Never pair a heavy monosaturated oil, such as avocado oil, with another heavy oil like macadamia or olive oil in a leave-on facial product. Instead, balance your oil phase by pairing avocado oil with a dry, highly fluid counter lipid. If your formula calls for a total oil phase of 15%, try allocating 5% to avocado oil for its deep tissue penetration and high vitamin content, and balance it with 10% squalene, isopropyl mystrate, or the ever trustworthy jojoba oil. This combination creates an elegant cascade of emollients. The lighter lipids spread effortlessly to absorb quickly, while the avocado oil follows behind to provide long-lasting deep hydration without a heavy afterfeel. Remember that there are no good or bad oils in cosmetic chemistry. There are only oils used with the correct intention for the correct skin profile. When you respect avocado oil's heavy molecular density, honor its place in the comedogenic scale, and strategically balance its rich pore, you can transform a simple fruit lipid into a deeply restorative, quiet, luxury ritual. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me in the studio today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave us a beautiful review sharing how you plan to balance your next batch. Until next time, keep your science precise, your mind grounded, and your formulations beautifully intentional.